There would be no race for the Wessex Cup. The prize now was survival. Armed with Straker's grimoire, which we'd found hidden beneath the floorboards of his villa, Holmes formulated a desperate plan. The entity was tethered to the horse, but its power waxed and waned with the moon. We had to confront it on the moor, on the unhallowed ground where it had been summoned. That night, under a sliver of a dead moon, we led the trembling, wild-eyed Silver Blaze back to the hollow. The horse fought us, its powerful muscles straining, its nostrils flared not in anger, but in sheer terror of returning to that place. As it entered the depression, the air grew frigid. A thick, foul-smelling fog rolled in, clinging to the ground. From the mist, a shape began to coalesce. At first, it was just a distortion in the air, a shadow deeper than the night around it. Then we saw the form of a great horse, far larger than any living breed, its coat the color of a bruise, its mane a tangle of writhing shadows. Its eyes were twin pits of smoldering embers, and from its nostrils poured a vapor that killed the grass it touched. The creature loomed over Silver Glaze, a spectral parasite bound to its host. This was the true devil of Dartmoor. Straker's ritual was one of binding, but his book contained a chapter on banishment. While I held a lantern and Colonel Ross stood ready with a shotgun loaded with rock salt, Holmes worked swiftly, grinding minerals and herbs with a portable mortar and pestle. As the spectral steed lowered its monstrous head towards Silver Blaze, Holmes stepped forward and threw the powder into the air. It erupted in a flash of blinding, silent silver light. The entity reared back, letting out a shriek that was not a neigh, but a chorus of damned souls. The sound tore at our sanity, a physical blow of pure malevolence. For a moment, its shadowy form was thrown into sharp relief, all jagged bones, torn flesh, and burning hatred. Then, with a final, agonized scream, it dissolved into the fog, which vanished as quickly as it had appeared. In the sudden, deafening silence, Silver Blaze stood alone, drenched in sweat and trembling violently, but he was just a horse once more. The official report stated that John Straker was killed by his horse in a tragic accident, and that the animal, crazed by the event, had been responsible for the dead sheep. No one ever mentioned the cloven hoofprints that vanished in the morning light, or the scorched, barren patch of earth in the hollow where nothing would ever grow again. But sometimes, when the fog rolls thick over the moors, I still hear that unearthly shriek in my dreams, and I am reminded of Holmes' chilling words as we departed. "The dog did nothing in the night-time, Watson. That was the curious incident. It was a mercy, for had it barked, it would have drawn the attention of a thing that logic cannot chain and for which no gallows can ever be built."